summoned me?
Hello everybody and welcome back to Smite Assault. I am Solhom, the gamer who's bad at games, and funny enough, I did just do a practice run and I also rolled Chernobog, so I'm a little bit more optimistic about this than regular runs, even though he's not necessarily my best ADC. Having said that, I did make a mistake right at the start of my practice run that at least I should be able to rectify here. I'm probably not going to take any trades just because I practiced up on him and it's a really lucky roll, so I will see you guys in game where I will hopefully be moderately functional. Alright guys, one thing I did at the start of the last run that I stand by is skipping your 4, because right away that's not going to be particularly useful, because if you dash in with your ultimate, you're probably just going to get your bum smacked. So we're going to grab a point into our 3 so that we have a little bit of an escape. Wow, can't talk. Grab a point into each of these, and then I always grab an extra point into, like I said, the first 2 abilities, because you don't really need your ult. Next, I'm going to go into my starter items, where last game I went with the Bluestone Pendant, but I found I was doing a lot more basic attacks, so something else might be a little bit better. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with this, even though Mannequins is... Nah, screw it. We're gonna go with Mannequins. That's just too strong to go against. I would also stand by Leather Cowl just on account of the fact that you're going to need some attack speed anyways. And I'm gonna stand by this part of my build where I go straight into an Executioner, because getting that full item right away is potentially invaluable. But last time I went into an Assy next, I might not do that depending on if I'm getting beat around. I might instead go straight into getting my what's it called? Wind Demon? Yeah. Start basically getting my crits online.
Circumstances conspire to give us the edge. Enjoy what follows. Minions have spawned.
I was wondering if I could dodge that if I went into the wall and then I was too slow anyways. New wall problems. Alright, I'm gonna start throwing crystals at these guys. You almost will never be able to detonate your 1 with your 2. Unless you're in the middle of a team fight or something where they're distracted. But it still, as you can see, does some reasonably good damage, so it's still worth throwing out. Your 2, however, you're going to want to throw out pretty much any time that you can potentially get some damage off, because you get a boost of attack speed whenever you use it. I did a bad dash there right into the Poseidon pool, but it was better than letting that Bastet have her way with me. Now I'll grab a point into my my ult just so that I have it in case I get deaded, but we're obviously hoping that won't be the case. Now, I'm doing a fair bit of damage to all these guys, so I'm going to be trying to throw out my damage abilities as often as I can. A little less conservative than I normally play Cherno. Whoa, boy! Took a lot of damage from that Poseidon pool. Just call my team over here. Anybody that wants it anyways. Okay, Vulcan is heading over. I wasn't sure if he was going to. Looks like just us 2, buddy.
I call that LTBB.
So they have a lot of like a big area kind of stuff that we don't like to see. Alright. Saved our teammate. So that was good.
You will be avenged.
Unfortunately, we lost a separate teammate in the interim, but that's, I mean, it's fine. Kind of bound to happen. He was really low anyways. And Vulcan doesn't have the kind of maneuverability that that Cherno does. I'm going to put this over here because they have some assassin situations going on here. I'm not worried about this Chiron whatsoever because I do a lot of damage to him. And I was able to outbox him with my attack speed steroid last time that he fought me. I am worried about that Bastet though, because Bastet does major damage now. She's probably one of the top assassins in the game now. Rightfully so, because I believe she's one of the oldest assassins in the game. Before I think assassin was even a role. Yeah, she kind of spoopy. So I might have to get the... Actually, my health's alright. I actually need mana is what I need, weirdly. Usually I don't run out of mana, but I am throwing out a lot more stuff than I normally do as this guy. And that mannequins is paying off a little bit. I did see the burn going off on that Cucullin there, so.
You're heating up.
Alright, so he actually did stand next to my crystal and let it explode, so he took a little bit of bonus damage there. Not something that you should always expect to happen, but it's nice when it does. Gonna grab a point into my 3, not because, I mean, it does do a little bit of damage, I think, yeah, if you dash through people, but because it lowers the cooldown, which means if I can dash more often, then I can get myself to safety a little more often as well. Alright, so I got that Chiron again. I'm not really playing nice with him. I'm going to try to get this Chronos a little bit of mana here. I feel like that is good. And I'm going to use my ult because it's going to beat on these guys a little bit, and I can honestly get in a little close to them and potentially cause them some havoc. He saw it coming, obviously, but yeah, and this is why Cherno's ult is probably his worst thing. Does this give me mana? It does not. Does this give me mana? It does not. So I'm really just waiting for mana to become a thing overall. I might still go for this so that I can do a little bit more boxing a little bit more of the time, but we're also going to grab a point into this because we have the money right now, and I wasn't going to get enough money to get the Assy anyways. Now, I used my ultimate, so obviously I can't do the fast way back. That's usually what I use it for in Assault, is to kind of keep the pressure up if you're constantly using your ult to get back in.
Here's a trick.
So that is a trick for you if you're playing Cherno. You can avoid most damage by going in a wall. You can also completely avoid a Tsukiyomi ult if he's dashing towards you. It completely negates it if you go in the wall before it gets off. But anyways, if you use your ult, you can get back into lane, and then it means that you didn't really lose pressure by dying. So that's something important to keep in mind.
Careful where you meddle. There's no escape for you.
Alright, that Poseidon's hurting again. Grabbing a point into my ult. They're trying to bait us into getting that Poseidon, and I think we still could, but... Ah, nuts. I almost got him, too.
How did an enemy
I feel like my burn should have almost got him, but at least I acted as a distraction. Somebody got him out before he was able to heal. I threw my gem onto the heal gem thingy just so that basically they couldn't grab it without potentially taking damage, and it did work. The Chiron still went for it, and that's fine, but it made the Poseidon too nervous to go and get it. Which is why I did that, and it did actually pan out this time. Next time it might not so much. I'm going to use my ult to get in this time, but I'm going to have to probably dash as soon as I get there. Just to get back out of the... yeah, because they're always waiting for the Cherno to come in when you use your ult there. It's an unfortunately very telegraphed ult. So I was able to hit them all with that, just about all with that gem there, which was good. Didn't seem to do a lot of damage on the explosion, but it was enough. I'm going to give these guys some mana and some heals. And I'm going to hit these guys with my boosted attack speed. And I'll throw a gem out there. Oh boy, yeah, that was unfortunate. Got by the Poseidon ult. Now I got my my healing though. We're gonna start going to the crits so that I can hit harder. I tend to build Cherno as a very glass cannon because if you play him well, you actually have a fair bit of maneuverability. For example, just because you don't want to necessarily teleport to your ghost when you use the ult, you can still use the ult to do like a self-banish, kind of similar to a Nuwa ult. Whereas if you activate it, it'll put you up in the air and untargetable, and your little minion guys will still charge in and attempt to do damage. But obviously it puts you right back down where you went up from if you do that, so you got to be careful of that. And I got to watch this Poseidon because he's already got my number. I don't have an Aegis yet, so I'm very susceptible to his nonsense. But next time I die, I'll be able to go and get that, obviously. This game is not going as well as my last one. My last one was a very even game, and that's fine, but they also have a little bit different kind of situation this time around.
Careful where you meddle.
Okay, so I hit the Bastet pretty hard, but if she gets that bleed on me, that might cause me a lot of issues. She used her ult on me. I was done for. I'll get my last point into my 2 there. It's probably my best ability. Gonna grab a point into an Aegis there because, as I mentioned, Poseidon's causing me some grief. And I can't upgrade anything with my money, so I'm probably just gonna watch the fight here. But yeah, we're kind of stuck on our back foot right now. Our Vulcan's not having the best of times. I wonder if he's maybe not played a lot of Vulcan, or if it's just a bad game for him. But shoutouts to Scrogmaster, Beast in TMNT, Lewis Extreme, or maybe Louis Extreme, Gomu Gumo, New Gabe. I'm not sure if that's like an anime or something, and I'll shout out the enemy team next time I die. Now, if I can get in there, I can heal up my team because my meditation is up. I don't know if that might be the best bet, or if I should just wait and let them kind of do it themselves for now and save it for myself. Obviously, that's not very team-minded, but our team's been struggling with longevity anyways. I should have thrown my gem where she was when she started, so she'd have to jump back to it, but I didn't think of that. Okay, well, Sobek's unfortunately pretty much done for, but he was able to grab somebody for us, and it was the Poseidon.
That attack was twice as nice. You will be avenged, comrade.
Ah, nuts. Yeah, Poseidon is used to fighting Chernobogs, I think.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
And once again, I almost got him with the burn off of my mannequins, but apparently it was not enough. We might just straight up lose here. I don't know if Sobek can defend a Titan against this many enemy team.
Your Titan is under attack. An enemy has been slain. For a moment.
Okay, so back in here. Good job with that grab from our Chronos. I didn't even know we had a Chronos, so that shows how much I was paying attention this game, apparently. But good grab from him, and we were able to hammer on that new They're at least one teammate down now. Let's try to heal up our team a little. If our Vulcan was closer, he'd be getting these heals too, but I guess he was hanging a little bit far back. Not what you want to see. Poseidon and Bastet are both very strong in assault, so I'm not surprised that they're doing well. The question is just whether or not we'd actually be able to make things work for us here.
You're heating up. Retreat! Look at her go.
See, so I'm just gonna ult here and let my minions kind of do the work for me. I'm not gonna port in on any of them, even though it's tempting. Actually, I don't think my minions do damage, do they? I guess not. They just kind of stick to them. But I made them nervous and I made them back off. I guess that works. That's something. See, so I've been living a lie for a while here. I thought that Cherno's minions actually did something. I don't know why my team's up here with me. Like, the Sobek can be, but no. I was not fast enough with my Aegis, and then I couldn't activate it for some reason, so that wasn't fun. I'll use that. Actually, I think I can level this by one as well.
No time for excuses. I'm on right. An ally has stayed that way. You're heating up.
Yeah, you can see that even with like 0 health, the Poseidon and the Bastet are just doing damage. I don't surrender, but my team's gonna.
That went perfectly according to plan.
Let's throw some teamworks out here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this recording yet. We'll have to see. I'll have to play another one. Actually, I don't know if I have time to play another one. We'll have to see. But, yeah, shoutouts on the enemy team to Fuel Truck, Jess Greatham, Godlike Gannicus, Godlike Saint Nick, and Nick, 1487. They won this one. I didn't do necessarily my best here. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed anyways, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.